Hello everyone. Today's lecture is about MS Word. This lecture is for the beginners who are new to the MS Office or MS Word. So in today's lecture we will learn about some of the menu keys. In today's lecture we will learn about the home key. So first of all, when you open any Word document, then you need to type anything. So I'll select some text from my other key and I'll paste it here. This key is used to paste any document from other document, or you can type it for yourself. So here, because I don't want to waste any further time, so I copy it from my other document. So first of all, we will learn about the top key, which is font or control shift. First of all, you need to select some of the text which you want to change their font style. So at the top, select this arrow and you can select the font size, whatever you want. So normally in academics, we use Times New Roman and the Arial size and the Arial font size. Here, Times New Roman is already selected. You can select Algerian. You can see all the text is changing to different font style, and then you can toggle between other things like Arial, Arial Narrow, and all of the other fonts. So whatever the font style you need, you can select from here. Now, the other thing is if you want to increase or decrease the font size, so you need to select at the top. It will decrease to maximum 8 font size, and you will see it is increasing to up to 72 font size. So normally we select between 10 to 12 font size. So it's up to you. Whatever font size you needed, you can select from here. So the next thing is, if you want to increase the font size, you will increase from this button. It will increase your font size. Either you can click from here, or you can use the shortcut key, which is Control plus this key. So you can see I'm clicking on that. All the text size is increasing. You can increase as much as you want. And the next button is if you want to decrease the font size. Here I'm clicking on that and I can see the font size is decreasing. So the next button is, please always remember, whatever changes you want, you need to highlight your text first. Then, if you want to change case, you can select this thing. The first one is sentence case, which is the normal case. Then the lowercase. Lowercase means all the alphabets will be used in small alphabets. And then the uppercase. If you select uppercase, all the alphabets will increase into the uppercase. And then capitalize, if you want to capitalize each word. So here you can see each first word is capitalized. And if you want double case, means if you want the first word in lowercase and rest of the words in uppercase, you can select toggle case. You will see all the first words in small case and rest of the words in uppercase. So I'll move to the normal sentence case. Okay. The next button is bold. If you want to bold any of the text here, I will click on bold, or either you can use shortcut key, which is Control plus B. So I'll use from my mouse button. I will click on that. You can see all the text will be highlighted in bold. Or if you want to unbold it, again select it and click again, so all the text will be go back to its normal. Now the next button is the I button, which is italic. The shortcut key is control plus I. If you want to use any of the sentence into italic form, you can click from here. You can see all the text is changing into italic shape. So again, if you don't want italic shape, click again. It will go back to normal. The next thing is this U button. If you want to underline all of the sentences, you can first of all always remember you need to highlight the text. Again, highlight the text and use this arrow key and select the underline. So here you have so many options of the lines. If you want a single line to be underlined between your sentences, you can use the first one. If you want the double lines, it will appear as this one. If you want a little darker line, or if you want dotted underline, it will appear as dotted underline. Or if you want as dashed underline, you will select and you are saying all the text is dotted. So the next one is dot dashed underline, and then dot dot dash underline, and then the wave line. So whatever you want, you can select from here. So if you want your text to go back as normal, you will click on this text. First of all, underline and then click again. The all text will be go back to the normal as it was before. So the next key is this thing, which is subscript. So this is normally used in mathematical things. Like let's say if I click, if you want to add any scare or something like that, let me add some a plus b3 plus c cube. If you want scare of a, I will select this one, subscript. So you can see it is changed to A2, and then same with that, it will changed like that. And the next one is if you want subscript, so you need to first highlight the text, so it will change to the downside, and same with that, you can see it is changing to downside, and same with that thing. So these keys are useful if you want to use any formulas, or you want to use any chemistry formulas, physics or maths formulas. So this will help you a lot. So again, we will highlight our text and we will move to the next key, which is text effect and typography. So if you want any text effect or typography, you will select this key. Here you can see if I want this style, it is changing to this style. If you want this blue style, it is changing to this style, and the orange, and you can toggle between all these things whatever you want. So let's say I'm using this style, so it will fill like that. Again, I'll select it, and if you want to outline, you can select any color from here. It will display as this. Or if you want a shadow effect, outer shadow, so it will appear like that. You can select anyone from here. Or if you want a inner effect, you can select anything, so it will change to the shadow effect. Here you can see it is appearing as outer shadow. So if I change it to inner shadow, it is changing like that. So if you want a reflection of any word, like here you can see it is has different variations. So you can see all the words they have shadows between all the sentences, so you can select from here. And now if you want to glow your text, you can select from the glow button. And number style, it is usually uh, is for if you are giving numbers to any of the sentences. And then ligatures is also used for standard only, standard and contextual form, let's say, because normally we don't use them. So it is only used for some of the special things. Again, stylish effect if you want, so you can select any text and you can give stylish effect. So the next thing is this button. This is the text highlight color. If you want your text highlight like that, you can select any of the color. It will appear like that. So you can select any of the color from here. Or if you want no color, so you can select this one. So the next key is this A button. If you want any of the color to be highlighted, you can select it from here. So all the text will be highlighted like that. So the next key is this clear all formatting. So whatever the formatting which I have applied already, it will change to its normal size. Again, if you want, the next button is if you want to bold anything, sorry, if you want any bullets, you can select from the library. If you want to give this dotted line, you can see it is appearing in dotted line, or you can select between anything. So it is changing whatever bullet you want. So the purpose of this thing, so the next key is 123. This is basically used for numbering thing. If you want to give number to your document, you can select from here. These are the different styles, and if you want this one, you can select from here. The next one is if you want your text to be like that, you can select like that. It will be appearing. So if you want nothing, so it will go back to normal. So these keys are basically used for alignments. So if you want align left, you can see this is the justify first. I will click this and it will align to left. Here you can see all the text is aligned left. Now I highlight it again. I want all text to be centered. So I press the centered button. So all the text change into the centered place. If you want all the text to be aligned right, and here you can see all the text is aligned right. Or if you want justify, we normally used left alignment or the justify, because in our country or maybe in the other countries it looks a nice document. The next button is this one, which is line and paragraph spacing. Here you can see it's already selected to, so you can toggle between the spaces between line. You can select from here 1.5, 1.5, 1.5, or it can change up to 3 line spacing. So I'll go back to the normal line spacing, which is 1. So this is used for decrease indent, and this text is used for decrease indent. You can see here your text, like this is basically used when you want your thesis or maybe your business plan, if you want to cover them, so you need more space here. So these indents will be used like that, so it will go back to normal. This text is used basically if you want your text in ascending or descending order. So you can write some text so it will appear as descending or in descending order. So because I have in paragraph shape, so it will be not changed. Here again, if you want your text to be highlighted, you can use this button, so it will be highlighted like that. You can use any color from here. The next button is the bottom lines, top border. If I'm highlighting bottom border, you can see all the lines are changing into bottom border, and then top border. If I want the left border, all the text is changing into left. If I want all borders, so you can see all the text is changed into all the border shapes. So here you can use whatever you want. Here, because I don't want any border, so I'll go back to the normal thing. This is the normal text form. If you want your text to be normal, you can select from here. If you don't want any space, you can select here. These headings, I will give you another session, because this is used for a document headings. If you want to give any headings like your intro chapter, your literature chapter, and your conclusion, and the so on chapters. So the next thing is find. If you want to find any text between your document, and if you're not finding it, you can navigate between it. Let's say I am looking for document, or if there is word for document, it will appear here. It is saying no matches. So I think rather I'll write company. So let's see. So you can see I only write company for one time. So they highlighted the text for me. They said here is the company thing. So this replace button is used if you want to replace any button. Like let's say here you need to select the replace button, find what, like we have already selected company. So if you want to give another word to this company, like I want to select services, so I add services. So all, replace all. So wherever the word company was, it is replaced with services. Here you can see, because there is no company anymore, and here was the original company, so which is now replaced with services. So this is all about today's lecture. We have learned about the home keys and all the buttons. Okay, I think, sorry, the one button is left, which is strike through. This one, it is normally used if you basically the teachers and the supervisors, they mostly use this strike through button if they want to show you this text is not needed, so they will use strike through button, so all the text will be strike through. That means it is no longer needed. So go back to normal, it will be normal. So I hope you like today's video. Please subscribe, like, and share with your friends and family. And I'll keep sharing my lectures. Thank you.